Sony launched the long-awaited PSVR 2 earlier this year, delivering significant graphics and performance upgrade for VR gaming on PlayStation. But leaked rumors suggest they may already be developing a PS5 Pro console as the next evolution of their flagship system. Let's analyze what a souped-up PS5 Pro could mean for the future of the PSVR 2 headset. Rumored specs. Big performance gains. Rumors indicate this PS5 Pro could land around late 2024 with some seriously juiced-up specs. Insider sources claim the GPU would jump from 36 compute units to a stunning 60. Memory bandwidth would nearly double too. Paired with a higher clock CPU, the Pro would deliver massive gains in processing power and substantially faster loading. If true, we could see buttery smooth 120Hz gameplay become far more common in big PSVR 2 titles. High resolutions and visual fidelity. All this extra horsepower also creates the potential to push resolutions higher in VR. Rather than eye-straining reprojection, we may finally get crisp native 4K in PSVR 2's sweet spot. With every headroom, developers could crank up visual effects as well. Ray tracing could be used more aggressively for photoreal lighting. Texture and model details could make virtual worlds even more lifelike. The PS5 Pro promises graphics that rival high-end gaming PCs. Concerns around fragmenting the user base. However, more power comes with some big caveats. Firstly, releasing upgraded consoles mid-cycle always risks fragmenting the user base. VR development could get more complex, accounting for two tiers of hardware. For PSVR 2 to reach critical mass, Sony needs a sizable unified installed base all on one system. Segmenting users this early may undermine the momentum of the platform. Upgrading suppresses the core benefits of consoles. Secondly, frequently paid upgrades go against the principles that make PlayStation great. Consoles are meant to offer fixed, predictable performance for years. Needing to upgrade every 2 to 3 years makes it feel more like playing on a PC. Many gamers cherish set-it-and-forget-it consoles over the constant fiddling, tweaking, and upgrades of PCs. PSVR 2 finally recreates this plug-and-play experience. Faster evolution could tarnish this advantage. Is a 2024 Pro release premature for PSVR 2? Would a souped-up PS5 Pro with more horsepower benefit the PSVR 2 ecosystem just a year after its initial consumer launch? There's a strong argument that releasing a Pro upgrade this soon could be premature. Most PSVR 2 buyers are still adjusting to and appreciating this new VR hardware. Flooding the market with a more advanced Pro model mere months later risks confusing consumers and ultimately stifling the growth trajectory of the PSVR 2 user base before it ever gains critical mass. Sony would be wise to give their flagship next-gen headset time to build up a sizable installed base unified on the PS5 system before fragmenting the ecosystem across different performance tiers early. PSVR 2 deserves a longer runway to reach its full audience potential before the picture is muddied. Additionally, part of PlayStation's enduring appeal is its predictable generational life cycle. Gamers have cherished knowing their console will deliver a consistent level of performance for 6 or more years without the need for incremental upgrades every few years. This contrasts with the constant hardware fiddling and tweaking associated with PC gaming. Graphics showcase Saints and Sinners 2. Unsurprisingly, games like The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners 2 look much better on PSVR 2 than Quest 2, thanks to the PS5's horsepower. Lighting, materials, physics, and textures are vastly improved with fewer compromises. The sequel features flooded streets, volumetric fog, cloth simulation, complex shading, and detailed zombie models that aren't possible on mobile hardware. This graphical gulf will likely persist across future PSVR 2 titles. Overall analysis. Too soon for a Pro? In summary, while a more powerful PS5 Pro could push PSVR 2's fidelity even further, launching an upgrade this soon after its release may be counterproductive. Sony should wait and give PSVR 2 time to build a healthy audience on PS5 before fragmenting the ecosystem, and many gamers still appreciate the predictable console cycle. Aggressive upgrades to undermine that. Of course, down the road, a PS5 Pro could help expand PSVR 2's lifespan. But in 2024, it's too early for most adopters to accept a 4K VR upgrade only months after purchase. Sony should let PSVR 2 fly solo a bit longer before complicating the picture.